Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is April. I go by Ruby Rouge here on the YouTubes. Today's video is the Finish in 2020 project that I have been working on for the whole year. I'm feeling pretty accomplished when I look at this. I'm going to show you some before photos and some midpoint photos. And then here are the products that are left. Originally, I had about 136 products in this project. That's give or take a few. I'm sure I made some mistakes when I was trying to count and keep track and tally and so on. But as you can see, there were many full-size items, and some were samples, but a large chunk of these were full-size. The premise of this project pan is to kind of create a master list at the beginning of the year of the products that I feel are getting old and just need to be finished by the end of the year. If the products are old enough, they might be decluttered if they're not finished at the end of the year, just because I'm not trying to hoard a bunch of old product. I really try to be realistic when picking the products that I pick for this project, because I really just want to stay motivated. If the goal isn't realistic, I either need to edit it or I'm going to give up. At the middle of the year, I do a check-in to make sure that I'm still working on the products and trying to make progress on them and to freshen my memory, to remind myself of any products that I'm forgetting about. And at the end of the year, we're going to finish up and see how much I was actually able to use, and that's what we're doing today. The before and after pics are always super interesting for me, and that's definitely my favorite part. It's also a reference for me when I join in Project Pans, because I can always try to pick from this list first. So if I'm starting Project Pan, check here first. I keep an Excel sheet on this project, and I'll link a copy of it below, but it's pretty cool because it really helps me keep track of everything, but then I color code it as to whether I would repurchase the item or not. So if you're curious about that, you can check it out. That will be in the description, and it is clear. It is color-coded and it is labeled as to what they mean. So this year I started with roughly 136 products. I was able to finish about 95, and that's really only 70%, although it feels like so much more than that. There were a few things decluttered, and for this project I counted them in the finished for simplicity, because the decluttering I did in this project is really small, and it's focused more on things that were aging or damaged, I absolutely did not like and want to use, rather than just kind of getting rid of stuff, downsizing, passing things along. Nothing from this project gets passed along. It usually has too much age on it for me to give it to anyone else. So let's look at some more pictures and kind of see what it looks like. It's really cool for me to look at these photos side by side and see all of the products that I finished. The majority of finished products were body care, hair care, skin care. These are the areas that I'd really been wanting to improve, both my shopping habits and the amount of stuff I was storing. I feel like Bath & Body is pretty fantastic. I really try hard not to hoard products in this area. They take up a lot of room and they're readily available and affordable. And I also really like Lush, and Lush products really only last about a year or so. So I try to completely go through my whole Bath & Body collection every single year and start fresh at the beginning of the year. Hair care, I have 2 products left here. I could have finished, but I decided not to because I wanted to keep the Shea Moisture one to use with the shampoo and conditioner from the Greek yogurt line. And then I had an issue with the Briogeo in conjunction with the product that I'm testing, so I kind of had to pull it out for a minute, but I could have finished both of those pretty easily. Hand and foot creams, all gone. So I was really excited, kind of starting completely fresh for this year. And then there are 6 skincare products left, which, I mean, that really excites me. So we have the Perricone Neuropeptide, which I could have finished, but I wanted to enjoy it. It's a discontinued product, and it's a product that I really enjoy. So I decided to just take my time and enjoy it. The Erna Laszlo Travel Cleanser, same with that. I could have finished it, but I love it, I enjoy it, and there's not much of it left, so I'm just going to keep using it. The Neutrogena Rapid Clear, it kind of needs to be thrown away. It's way past expiration, but it still works. It still works fine, and it's a product that I reach for so rarely. I just kind of hate to throw it out and repurchase it. I'm about halfway through with it though, and I will throw it out at the end of this year. And then the Ordinary Alpha Lipoic Acid, that's a product that I couldn't use. I can only use it once a week. It's kind of sensitizing. It's a pretty strong product, and for my skin anyways. So that one I couldn't rush. Makeup was a really hard one for me this year. I mean, as always, really, it's hard to go through makeup, but then this year I really just didn't wear nearly as much as I normally do. I did really well in lip products. I actually finished every single one of them this year, and I decluttered 1, 2, and there 2 that broke actually, and then 1 that I just decluttered. The rest of the makeup categories were pretty hit and miss. I did do a really big eyeliner declutter recently. I'll put the video in the cards. The Ofra eyeliners that I had in this project were just getting like sketchy, years old, and I felt really just better giving up hope that I was ever going to make any sort of progress in them, and then just keep my eyes safe. So those are gone. Primers and setting sprays. I need to get to the Move primer. I finally finished this Cover FX primer. It's done. Move primer, and then the MAC Prep and Prime is almost done. There's like the tiniest bit left in it. I will finish it. Foundation. I did terrible with foundation this year. I can't believe I didn't finish any of these, but almost every single one except for the Bare Minerals is almost gone. So I did make a lot of progress. I just didn't finish. And then as far as concealers go, this VZ concealer palette it's a beast. It's a real beast. I've talked about it a lot. I love it, but it's a beast. Yeah, I finished a Shape Tape this year. I can't hate on that. Finishing powders. I did okay. I was really surprised mid-year that I had made like very little progress at all, but I did pick it up in the second half of the year. Did manage to finish off It by Pores, so that was awesome. The Pretty Vulgar powder. I'm almost done with this Becca Hydra Mist. I'm about halfway done with the pressed It by Pores and the Hourglass palette, which I had finished in the first update. So that was really exciting. So I did okay there. Highlighters. I finished off this little Smashbox bronzer trio. I think I listed it in bronzers, but that was the only thing I finished up for highlighters. So bronzers, I did manage to finish up the Smashbox, and now I just have the Shade and Light palette, and I'm excited. I've been using it for the last couple months. I already knew that I liked this product okay, so hopefully by next year, we'll get this one finished off. Eyeshadow, still working on this VZ Art Cools palette. I'm probably never going to finish it. I think what I'm going to do is try to hit pan in every shade and then retire it. Then we have, the one thing I did get rid of was the Nars primer, and honestly, it went bad. I opened it up and it was not in good condition. So, I didn't really finish it, but I never use eyeshadow primer, so. Brow products, I didn't finish any of these. And yeah, didn't finish any. Mascara was another category. I usually go through a lot more mascaras every year, but because of the just being home all the time, I didn't go through as many. And so I basically, every mascara that I opened, I used for 4 months, threw out, opened a new one, 4 months, threw it out, and that's exactly, so I went through exactly 3 mascaras. I went through the Giga Black, Better Than Sex, Wonder Curl, and then I still have these 3 left. So that's okay though. That's not too bad. I only have 4 total mascaras at all, I think. Maybe 5 now. I think I just ordered 1. And then blush. I mean, you guys know how hard it is to use up a blush. I have been working on these Tarte blushes for so long. I'm going to try to figure out some way to I want to start working on something else, but I need to kind of like, as far as project panning and stuff goes, I'm going to figure out another solution for those. I'm not sure that I'm ready to like throw them out just because they are so good and they're such my favorites. So I'm going to sanitize them real good for the upcoming year and kind of maybe find a way to work on some new blushes. So guys, that is all that I had. If you heard a lot of banging and clanging and a little bit of screaming, my son is playing downstairs. He is very, very rough. He likes to wrestle and jump and do lots of loud things. So that is no need to be concerned. Other than for me, you can be concerned for me because as a mom, I'm like, ah. But other than that, everything's good. Anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed seeing the photos as much as I enjoy showing you guys. I really appreciate you guys stopping by to hang out. I appreciate your comments and your support, and I hope you're really, I hope you're having a really nice December. And if that means holidays for you, I hope that you're enjoying your holidays. And I will see you guys again soon.